go there yet. I kind of want to go into Is It a Classic since we got some new people with the pod and we trying to show them what's up.
Well, y'all know what motherfucking time it is. Is it a motherfucking classic?
So what we do here at the Wake and Bake podcast is we hip hop stoner heads, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about hip hop all the time. So we talk about old albums here and we go through it and we see, is that a classic album? Is it a classic? Was that mug a classic? You know what I'm saying? 5-star rating, take everything into account. Impact, sales, lyricism, beats, style, all of that. Today we're gonna do the iconic Nicki Minaj. We're gonna do Pink Friday.
God damn.
Go ahead.
All right. So the thing with Bones here is he gives predictions, not necessarily predictions, estimations on what the first week numbers were. This was an era where the first week numbers, I guess they still are a big thing, but they just weren't the same. When we name some of these numbers, they sound outrageous compared to today's. So we have Bones go ahead and through his hip hop knowledge, he digs into the crates of his mind and comes up with the number that is their first week sales. And sometimes he's right as fuck on point. Sometimes he's 20 or 30,000 off. Sometimes he's 102,000 off. Like, it'd be far sometimes. But.
So what we do here, we're gonna go through all the songs. We're gonna talk about what that meant to y'all when this came out and everything. We're gonna talk about all that, especially for this album. But first, let me give y'all these sales. I didn't look. He got it. It ain't up there. This album sold 253,000 copies in the first week.
Damn. I think that's a short sale. You really? 375K, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? The fuck is your problem?
I'm off today.
God.
It's all good.
It's all good. This shit happens. Shit happens. He got it right. I think the last time you got it, the closest one you got last was Future Sex Love Songs, episode 49.
I'm pretty much consistent though. I get them off sometimes, but I'm pretty consistent. Right. But I got them wrong today.
All right, so fuck it. It is what it is. So going to the singles. Singles include Your Love, Check It Out, Right Through Me, Moment for Life, Super Bass, Did It On Them, Girls Fall Like Dominoes, Fly, another but whatever. Like, no, I'm just saying like it wasn't really like a single like that. I don't remember it getting burned.
They had a video for that. I believe it.
Was that the 955, one of the more pop joints that was more on the?
It was. Ain't that the Rihanna joint?
Yes.
Or was Blaze? I thought that song was called Blazing, but was that the Rihanna joint?
Blazing with his Kanye.
Oh, Blazing was with Kanye. Okay, so yeah, they had a video for that.
I mean, the one that was popping was Super Bass and Did It On Them. That was like the club anthems, but Fly was something like that.
A vibe.
A vibe for the ladies, like letting you know that's the one.
I ain't gonna lie.
You're right.
Did It On Them. Me being a hip hop head, I never really liked female rappers. Like for real. Like at this point in time, we talking about at this point in time.
A sexist, okay.
It was who was out? Who was out in 2010?
Nicki.
And who else?
Like her?
Who else?
That's crazy.
That's what I'm getting into. So when Did It On Them, I was in my partying phase. I heard Did It On Them. I'm like, bro, this shit is fire, bro. I like a female rapper. I'm going to buy the album because this fucking song is fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of people albums I buy. I bought when albums was being bought. Still today, depending on who the artist is, but I bought all Rihanna albums all the way to Loud. All of them, all the way to Loud.
Are you a fan?
Of music, yes. I want all that shit. All this shit is fire. But going back to the Pink Friday, that was a standout song for me. You got the iconic Rihanna. She outshined Eminem. You know what I'm saying? On the Roman's Revenge. Like, people don't do that. Jay-Z couldn't even do that. Allegedly. You say a who?
Moment for Life in Your Love. I had to look back at it. She had a lot of classics on that album.
What were y'all doing? Like, what was actually going on in y'all life at this time when y'all banging this shit like this, like was y'all like typically like getting dressed before the party started or some shit? You might hit the Nicki or right quick, or what was y'all scenario where y'all turning Nicki on?
That was the Shadow Days bar.
This particular
Shadow bar.
Yeah, Shadow Bar.
Lucky.
I had just graduated the year before 2009, so
Yeah.
it was like,
So I had the Harajuku Barbie Bang
okay.
with the long weave. Like it was, everybody was a Harajuku Barbie in the city for sure. Cause tell me I want a motherfucking Barbie, bitch. Like, don't even play. Like, don't even play with me. Don't think I'm a Barbie. So it was that. It was really a vibe. Like Shadow Bar days. Like, so think your bar and grill where you can turn up. You got the shot girls giving shots.
This was the Get Ready album with no
It
skips.
definitely it was like
And we vibed
this
on
was a
every
no skip
song.
album for a female rapper that's big though. A lot of female rap artists is no skips. Like even in today, City Girls besides Nicki Minaj, City Girls got no skips. Like you gonna
Alright,
turn
I
up
disagree
to a
with that, but
Ooh.
out of 5
I will-
stars, what would y'all give this album? Y'all said no skippers. So is that 5 stars
It's
each?
definitely a 5-star easy.
Only other album I that's a female rapper right now is Cardi B first album.
Yeah,
Five
Nicki
stars.
Minaj
I'm
raised the City Girls though, so all the bars became City
That's
Girls.
a different conversation. That's a different conversation. We can have that next if y'all want to, but that's a completely different conversation. Cause y'all said 2 things I had discrepancies with, but it's all good. I love the discrepancies. This album, man. My sisters was listening to this album. I'm like, this girl has bars. She's going bar for bar with Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Her and Drake looks beautiful together in a video and shit. Then you got Kanye coming in like this the next girl fresh off the Monster verse. You know what I'm saying? I love Will.i.am is one of my personal favorite producers. So I was in on that. Like, oh, he got the Nicki track. I got the iconic Rihanna. Man, this is a 5-star album, bro. Stop playing with Nicki, bro. This is a 5-star album. This might be one of the greatest female rap albums.
God damn, whoa.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? What you got?
Hey man.
Oh, and Super Bass was annoying, but I get it.
Hey, get that bag, get that name popping. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've never admitted here in the Wake and Bake podcast its entire life have I showed up to an episode and not really had super much of a connection. Most of my connection to Pink Friday is stripper houses, like my homegirls, like they all were like bartenders and strippers. We used to go over there and party and shit. Okay, there was that party too, cause that was like a moment in time that was encapsulated in time. So like there were things that were happening, but I wasn't as sold on female rap music as you. At the time, I wasn't ready to give her enough burn, but I knew that those singles.
This sold you.
No, that's what I'm saying. I did, because I didn't even give the whole thing a chance. So I wasn't as sold at the time. It was what it was, but at the same time, the singles proved to be monumental, huge as fuck. It was a big deal. Like I said, every woman that I know was fucking listening to Pink Friday. So with that being said, I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and rank it as classic simply because the songs that I fuck with and the songs that I fuck with the most off this album, which is pretty much most of the singles, Roman Revenge, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like those stood the test of time. You know what I'm saying? People still bang Super Bass. They still bang Moment for Life. Moment for Life is gonna slap like wherever you go for the most part. If everybody's drunk, don't let everybody be drunk, because that's like white. I mean, that's like Black Journey. That's Black Journey, nigga. Don't stop believing. Like that's the black version of that to a degree for the generation.
Damn, that's a
You know what I'm saying?
big shit.
It's real talk. So with that being said, it's definitely 5 stars. I'm gonna go ahead and rank it.
Stop playing with Nicki. Stop playing with Nicki, bro.
Hey, what do y'all think? Let us know in the comments. Is this a classic album? y'all, you know, our comeback listeners, they probably knew we was gonna say what we said. I say sometimes I'll say some bullshit for argument's sake.